Yeah, and I thought that I was going to get arrested, but it was.
You would say that right when it goes live. That brings up.
Okay. Whoops. Hi.
Well, everybody, that brings in the question: how did we get here? Because when we're opening like that, it makes zero sense that Kyle and I would be running this conference at all, dude. It makes zero sense at all. If you know us, you have no idea how this is happening. We don't know how we got here. Nobody knows how we got here. But a couple of years ago, we're like, hey, you know what? We're making YouTube videos. We thought we were pretty good at it. We were just talking about it before this. And we're like, yeah, we would just rip a thumbnail together and go live on an impulse and just absolutely talk about nothing and think we were interesting and do everything wrong. And for some reason, God was like, hey, you guys are going to be the idiots that run the Catholic Creator Conference. That's basically it.
We are like Balaam's ass here. It's just like, there's nothing particularly special about us, but God has apparently chosen us to do this work, and we're doing what we can, and it's going crazy. So, Drew, where are we starting here?
Well, we got people hopping in the comments already, and they're also wondering how we got here. I don't know, guys. I guess I believe in miracles, and this has to be at least somewhat miraculous. Yeah, God uses the weirdest people to do his will. LOL. It's good, and you should go to the Catholic Creator Conference. I think that's what you're talking about. And yes, that's kind of what we're here to say. Because, so we'll just talk about this for a second. We're running a conference that the goal is to make it the biggest Catholic media event in the country. And that's not like, it is kind of an insane goal, but it's also becoming less insane each year as it goes on. And thinking about who Kyle and I are and where we came from and like what we spent our days doing, which is like, how did we even make it through life, to now we kind of have this cool conference that's starting to do well against all odds, is crazy. The even crazier thing is we should be marketing the heck out of this thing. And we should, with all of the people that we know in our server who are YouTube strategists and who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, you'd think we could muster more than a really crappy last minute live stream, but we can't. So here we are.
Well, there's going to be we've got some cool speakers lined up, and we're going to be having announcements pushed out through there. So do we want to just kind of roll through the list of the speakers so far?
I don't know. There's probably people who clicked on this and have gotten this far and are like, yeah, I don't even know who you guys are or what you're doing. So do you want to elaborate on how crazy it really is that this is even a thing and we're at this point, going on our third year?
Yeah. So I guess, So just for introductions, I'm Kyle Whittington. Yep. I'm one of the founders here. My co-host here is Christina Aguilera. Weird name. Anyway, sorry, go.
Oh man, I'm Drew. I do video production for a living. That's how I got these. I'm not like taking money or anything. Like, I bought these with my own money and don't use them for myself enough. I use them for clients. That's how it looks nice. But that's the only good part about what I bring to the table for this conference. No, I'm just kidding. Kyle and I met, what was it, like 3 years ago now? That we just we met in Megan's server, right? Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah, you've had to put up with me for 3 years.
It's coming up on 4 years.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, we were both trying YouTube. And now like neither of us are active on YouTube. You're active on X and Instagram. I don't know what I'm doing right now, dude. I shut my channel down and we're just kind of floating around. It's cool. Yeah. But we were trying this YouTube thing out and connected. But one of the things that was really bothering us was we're like, wow, we're starting to connect with all these YouTubers. We're starting to like meet other Catholic creators that are around our same size. And everything is just vitriolic and everyone's like really mean to each other, which is not what you would hope from people who are just trying to share the gospel through social media. But that's just how it was, and still kind of how it is in some ways. So we're like, what would happen if we just got the guys together that we know and just had an event? And there was, I think, Kyle, you had an event you attended where a lot of those guys got together that kind of spawned the idea. And they're like, oh, well, let's just do a small thing in Steubenville. Nothing crazy. We'll test it out. And that small thing became a much less small thing. And then all of a sudden there's like 50 applications in our email, which is way more than we hoped. And so we had to find a real venue and pay for the venue. And then I was like, hey, Kyle, how much are we charging for tickets? And you're like, I don't know, $25. So we lost a lot of money. Well, I should say at that point, we weren't an official organization. Kyle personally lost a lot of money on the venue. I lost a lot of
Right.
money driving stuff out there for the programming and for the technical side. And it was so fun that we're like, we should do this again and see if this time we don't have to just like foot the bill, but like, can we make this a valuable enough endeavor for people in terms of networking and in terms of, you know, personal, professional, and spiritual development, that they would actually find value in coming. And then last year we did it again and it sold out in a month. I will be honest, that sounds really cool when your venue only has 80 people though. That's quick. Like 80 tickets sell fast and they sold in a month. So
Right.
now we're going into our third year and we're moving to the Franciscan University of Steubenville in
Yep.
Steubenville, and we can have 300 people. So we'll have 250 attendees and 50 sponsor and vendor attendees, which is, that sentence coming out of my mouth is weird, especially like if you started running through the list of some of the people coming and some of the organizations that are sponsoring us. It's like, wait, these people actually talk to us. That's concerning.
Yeah.
They didn't do a background check on you.
No, no, but on a serious note, like it is, you know, we never intended to set out to make like an actual professional conference. And this year it feels a little bit more real that, you know, I'm doing this work full time. This is, you know, things are becoming a lot more serious. And yeah, you know, we're charging quite a bit. Well, I mean, as far as professional conferences goes, it's on the lower end, but it's, you know, we're charging not a small amount of money for this, but you know, for what we're offering, I think it's overloaded for the value. And yeah, so Drew, do you want to touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of, I think it's just like a, you can just do things type of thing, right? You know, we kind of joke about it being an accident because it, in a serious way, was at first, but it's been interesting how, like, I feel providential. It's providential in that some of the skill set that you and I just kind of naturally had in our professional careers, which we wouldn't have thought it all applied to like event planning. It's like, oh wait, oh no, it kind of does. It makes a lot of sense in hindsight, where it's like we've both done things that involve networking, connecting people, technical direction for AV at events. Like there's just like little things like that that add up to, oh, we kind of have all the pieces together between us. And really the magic of an event like this is not us, right? It's not that Kyle and Drew found the secret sauce, or we, you know, had some, you know, goose egg that we were, you know, using to fund this or whatever. And like all you did is throw money at it and it worked. Cause it's definitely not that, because conferences are expensive to run. It's
Right.
just, you have an idea, you do the work to make it a good event so that people want to come, and you provide value. Like there's really good keynotes, there's really good breakouts, but then the real magic is when people just get together and hang out, right? Like any professional development conference is that way in any industry, but when it's about evangelism, when it's about the church, people, it's just better. Like I've been to conferences for like professional development for like video and stuff. It's good, but this is better because everyone, it's not just a professional interest. There's a mission behind it that everyone shares. And so the energy in the room, like the way people are talking there, it's insane. I mean, anyone who has been can probably attest in the comments that, when you're just walking around the lobby in the conference, everyone is so open to chatting and getting to know you and seeing what you're about and working on collaboration and building connections. I mean, afterwards I kind of come home and then I'm depressed for like 2 weeks, cause I'm like, wait, all my friends just left.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. It's kind of one of those like, wow, if this is what I feel after this weekend, could you imagine how like Peter and James felt after coming down from the mount after the transfiguration?
Yeah. Like you get back
Like,
into the village and you're like,
yeah,
this is
and it's
it.
just like, oh,
Yep.
yeah. But no, it's really cool because you know we're all united in faith. So you know if you go to just a generic, let's say Vid Summit, you know whatever, where all the YouTubers, the top YouTubers go to Dallas for a weekend in like October. So you could go to that. I think yeah, there's a lot of value there. Except everybody there comes from all different walks of life, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but there's always that everybody's been in like a new office or something like that where you're kind of like feeling your way out, like, okay, what can I get away with? What topics are actually okay to bring up? And I mean, I suppose there's a little bit of that too with our conference, but since we're all Catholic, there's there's a lot of like really core things that you can just assume. And that
Yep.
makes like building the community so much easier. we've had friendships that we've seen blossom at this event. We've seen feuds get settled in person. And then, we've even seen people like really take their game, like, take a step back from a little bit and then come back just swinging with some amazing content. So, this is one of those things where if you're looking for clarity, if you're looking for skills, if you're looking for community, this is for you. But yeah, so, okay, is there anything else before we start taking questions?
I mean, yeah, start throwing your questions in, people. It can be ask us anything about the conference or Catholic content, or, I mean, really, truly anything. I don't promise an answer to every question, though. So if you ask something insane, I might just ignore it, and that's fine. No, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like,
Hamar's got a pretty good question.
Is there a conference session? Oh, the other one.
Yeah.
Is Trent Horn's conference your rival?
No.
No, it is not.
Let me explain why. And I'm going to explain this in a way that I hope somebody clips and sends to Trent. Okay, so first off, I think Trent's conference is fantastic. Let me just preface it with that. I'm going to lead with that. So, but
you're still going to get clipped out of context.
The clip's not going to include that part. But no, I think conferenceoftrent.com or something like that. Whatever. If you are a fan, that conference is for you. If you are a creator looking to connect with other creators, our conference is the one you want to go to. So, because we do have an application, that you have to have your first piece of content published prior to the November 1st, 2025. So if you haven't started making content yet, it's kind of too late for you.
Yep.
We'll see you in 2027 if you're serious about it.
But start posting.
So, start posting. Oh, hey. Oh, Catholic Answers. I misread that. It's all Catholic Answers. But anyway, ours is for the creators. Trent's is for the fans. The last thing that we want our conference to turn into is a creator petting zoo where you get to go, pay a fee and then you get to go touch your favorite creator. That's not what we're doing. And that's not what Trent's doing either. But anyway,
Well, and I mean, Trent's really been supportive of what we're doing. Like he's seen what we've done. Obviously, Catholic Answers has been a sponsor at the conference twice, and actually all 3 years. They're coming back this year. So like they've been very involved, very, very much a big part of what we're doing. Trent's, giving us his support. And even when he was, talking about doing his conference, like he was talking with us about it and like, kind of let us know, I think well before the announcement, what was happening. So it wasn't like, there's definitely none of that at all. I mean, one of the things that actually Chris Check from Catholic Answer says a lot is that he wants to cultivate partners in the vineyard. And that organization, it's 100% true, because the only like attitude and orientation they've had towards us is, how can we help you? Like, how can we be involved? We love what you guys are doing. And likewise, right? Like we like supporting them because we believe in what they do too. So, it's been really cool to work with Catholic Answers on all this.
Yeah. So let's see here.
But Hamar saying that you and Trent should have an MMA fight to decide which conference. You would lose, dude.
I would lose. Oh no.
We've seen him. We've seen him roll.
I think the only thing that I could probably beat Trent at is like a cigar smoking contest.
Yeah, maybe
a drinking contest, but like nothing good, nothing actually impressive. Anyway, I have more kids than him. But anyway, so
are you allowed to have a favorite Catholic creator, or do you love them all equally since you're the dads? That's weird.
Master Samwise has been my favorite creator for a while, though Lungs of Faith is rapidly rising in the ranks and might unseat him soon.
I honestly don't know if I have an answer to this. I'm going to give the stock dad answer. Everyone is so different. I appreciate a lot of different creators for different.
Baselli is obviously on the bottom.
No, who?
I'm kidding. We love Danny.
Oh, Baselli. Danny. No, I mean, there's a lot of different content creators. Like, I think in terms of the creator that I've been most impressed by just consistently winning is Evan. And that's obvious to anybody, right? Like, Evan just is winning. Evan is the gold standard right now. We love Evan here, so we're gonna talk him up. He's our boy. But Really impressed just with his expertise in YouTube. You know, like as I come from like a traditional video production kind of advertising world, and I love YouTube, but I've never have like put the work in like he has. And just talking with Evan, being around Evan, you realize that it's not like an accident that he grew fast. He absolutely knows what he's doing, and that type of mastery is impressive. So, yeah. But that's the thing, is it's like not a one size fits all thing, right? There's a ton of different creators that do different things well. So I'm gonna be honest though, like since we've been doing this, I think I watch Catholic content a lot less. Partially because since we know a lot of these people and like connect with them, I don't really like, it would be weird for me to just like, if Kyle was live streaming, just like watch him for 2 hours when likely I've been talking with him about the same stuff he ended up streaming about. Right. So I definitely watch a lot less stuff. Yeah.
I had drinks with a creator, just this past Thursday at Seek. And, you know, he was talking about some of his upcoming episodes. And I just told him, like, I'm going to be honest, man, like, I don't really watch your stuff anymore. You know, I used to, but now that I know you, it's kind of weird.
It's weird.
You know, why would I listen to your 2-hour conversation whenever I could just call you?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
In theory, at any time. So, like,
exactly.
Yeah.
I know there's going to be another charity live stream at the conference. Can you tell us who's being supported and who's going to be on stream? We have not decided that yet. We're going to work with some of our sponsors to kind of figure out which organization is going to be supported this year. Last year was really simple to make that decision, and it was kind of made for us, right? There was a crisis going on with the parish in Gaza. They really needed assistance. It's a very difficult thing to do to get it to them, and that kind of demanded that somebody step up and do it. And I do have to shout out Josiah for, doing a lot of the legwork to make sure the funds got there and put that together and organize it, and then we got to host it at the conference.
And then ran the show.
And he ran the show. He did great. And it was really cool because there was a wide variety of creators on that show. So we'll try to do something similar this year. We'll find a cause that's really, admirable, and is something that, makes absolute sense for Catholics to support and put their full weight behind. And then we'll work on a lineup. I think having a lot of people in person is great. And then we could, if we, bring some people in virtually that couldn't attend for whatever reason, that's good too. But it's a long way of saying it's all a work in progress. So you'll just have to see and stay tuned.
Yeah. Danny's in the comments saying, just hopped in and saw a great comment. Yeah, you should rewind it a little bit. Anyway, let's see here. I guess I want to give a little bit of inside baseball because, hey, if you did the diligence of finding this video in the future, here we go.
Whenever you start a sentence with that, I get nervous.
The VIP tickets are selling faster than the standard admission ticket. We are going to sell out of those first before we sell out of the standard admission. So if you want to come and you want to be at the VIP level, one, you're going to want to do it definitely before February 2nd or February 5th or
2nd.
When is it?
I don't know that we wanted to do it on the official end of Christmas, but I don't know if I got the date right, and then I published the date, so we have to stick by that date.
Yeah, whatever. Oops. So you want to get in before the early bird runs out, and then you want to get in before the tickets sell out. So VIP tickets are, like I said, they're selling faster, which tells me that maybe we're not charging enough.
Y'all are wild. You guys buy those so fast.
While we were on the stream here, I went ahead and looked up the tickets for Seek 27. Right now, as low as they'll ever be, $575. It's $75 more than what we're charging for our standard admission, and Seek is charging $575. For the Premier Hospitality Experience, they're charging almost $3,000. So, I think from the creator's perspective, you're going to get much more value from our conference because it's just going to be other creators there, including some pretty high-level people here that if you tried to go meet them at a place like Seek, you would have to wait in line. And even then, probably only going to get a handshake from them. It's not going to be that meaningful of an interaction. So lower price, higher impact. Yeah.
We're bringing the content studios back. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
That was fun last year. We published the official count of long form content that was delivered was 62 unique long form pieces of content, and the creators did various things. Some people just posted that as is. Some people chopped it up into clips and got a lot more out of it. Some did both. And I tried to do a tentative count of the views, and it was over like 1.3 million unique views on all that content, which was kind of cool. Anyways, all that to say, like, we're definitely going to bring that back. But one thing that we talked about is, I did the podcast studios the way that a lot of people who do podcasts run a podcast. And I've said the word podcast 3 times to let you know that obviously not everyone that's a Catholic creator is like a podcaster, right? So we're going to tweak it a little bit this year. We're going to have a couple sit down, like one-on-one interview studios like that for the people that want to do interviews. Cause the thought was, hey, when's the next time you're going to be in the same room as this person? Just book a time, podcast studio. It's included in your ticket, and get an interview with them. But there's some people that were like, I don't do interviews though, and that wouldn't work for my content. Great self-awareness for your audience, by the way. But we're going to have at least one studio that is designed for like that style of content, more just like direct to camera, maybe for like Instagram shorts or TikTok, or even if you're just a YouTuber and it's just you don't bring other people onto your show. So we are going to have that people can use. So that's going to change a little bit, and we're still working on some of the details as to where those are going to be in Franciscan. And then same thing as last year, like a month before things get rolling, we'll start booking people in the podcast studios, or in the recording studios.
Speakers. Yeah.
We got a couple of those.
So what I'm going to do here is going to be kind of stupid. I'm going to try to record something that I could cut up into a short for this. So Drew, I'm going to name off the speakers, and I'm going to need you to do an interpretive dance. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm very much kidding.
Nobody wants to see that, dude.
No, actually, yes. Nobody wants to see that. So anyway, keynote, we've got Katie McGrady. We have Master Samwise. We have Keith Nestor and Mike Pantile. We have, let's see here. We've got Jose Manuel de Urquidy coming back. We have Egan Robinson doing a comedy performance for our Friday night entertainment. We have Desiree Cifuentes going to be presenting on kind of like the more theological, pastoral intersection of content creation. And let's see here. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, we've got Evan Rogest. We have Franco. We have Dino Antonuccio, a.k.a. the Art of Purpose.
Like half the attendees are speakers, dude. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So, but we've got all these people that are coming in here. Oh, John Blevins is also coming back as like a Twitch workshop guy, because that was. Do
you have a list, or did you just remember all those? I would not have been able to remember that.
I just remembered all of those.
You're insane. I would have forgotten like half those people. But that's because you're doing you're wrangling all the speakers and doing that part. I
live and breathe this every day.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's good. That's some good stuff. That's at least twice the programming we had last year. At least.
Yeah.
Maybe triple.
Dude, I got that. I see Chris is over there saying Egan. Yeah, dude, Eganism on Instagram. He's very Catholic. I got to watch him he did stand up at a basement bar across the street from the convention center in Columbus, and he did stand up in front of the Bishop of Columbus and 2 priests, almost like it was a Kill Tony panel. And Bishop Fernandez was heckling Egan, and it was the funniest thing. And
that's so good.
And it was so funny.
Man, I have FOMO. I should have gone. There was no reason for me to go. I had other stuff to be doing, but I missed out.
Dude, so I got to hang out with Egan. He's a great dude. There's a couple of speakers that we've asked to see if they would be involved, but they are, still waiting to hear back. So, if you're not following along, follow it, but it's only going to get better from here.
Yep. Yeah, I think we said it earlier, though. The early bird prices do end in less than a month. That's pretty weird.
Early bird prices end soon. And then if you want a discount, you'll have to be following some of the speakers, and hopefully maybe they might give you a discount code.
You said that. You said that like that's going to be a thing. Is it a thing?
Oh, yes, it will be a thing, but to be clear, you will still be paying more than if you just bought it in early bird.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
price is going to go up $175. You know, at least in my head right now, the early bird price is going to be, or the discount would be like no more than 10%. So $67.50 would be maximum what you would be saving there. So just get the early bird pricing.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Will Daniel Pacelli be speaking? No.
He'll be speaking to somebody in the lobby.
And yeah, I guess it's like, will he be speaking? Yes, but it's getting him to stop. That's the trick. No, I'm sorry,
Poor Danny. Bro, Danny's just here trying to hang out and be our friend. He's just like, you've been nothing but roasting Danny this whole time.
It's because
what did
Hobby's
he do?
joining the Jesuits.
Is that Danny's fault?
Well, because there's no more, like...
We can't make fun of Hobby anymore. That's right. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. I just feel worse about it when we do it to Danny. For some reason.
Sorry. Anyway.
Oh, man. That's funny. Although, that's pretty cool, though. Danny will, I'm guessing, attend, right? Wait, didn't we... I don't know who's confirmed or not. I'm completely at the end of the day. Don't remember who's bought a ticket or not or who's coming or not. But that'll be the third year. We have some people that are like set to do all three conferences. That's a badge of honor for those people. Yeah.
Let's see here. I think Sam.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Chris. Chris said he's coming.
Yeah.
So that's all 3 years. Dude, that's really cool. I'm trying to... This is not official, so if it doesn't happen, don't be mad at me. I just think it's a cool idea. I think it would be cool if someone's had been to have like a identifier on the name tag of how many years in a row you've attended. And for the people that have been there since the beginning, it would be like even more special. Whether or not that's like practical or possible, I don't know. But it'd be kind of neat. Like if you've been there, you could be like an OG. I think it'd be cool. Yeah. Kyle's silence is telling me no. Does it feel good to hold the spray bottle for once?
You know what? If somebody wants to put that together, I will distribute them.
Okay. Yep. John Blevins is cool. That's why we wanted him to come back. John's the GOAT.
Yeah. It was, yeah. No, it's funny because I've been harassing him in his live chat on Twitch about coming back, and he finally was like, okay, fine.
If you guys haven't noticed, part of our strategy for this conference is that Kyle just bugs people until they come. It works really well.
Far in my life by just doing exactly that.
Yeah, you threatened to kidnap How to Be Christian last year, and this year, I think.
He's currently in my trunk.
That'll be how we know we've actually truly made it. Is when he attends.
Ferris shows up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, so I guess we can kind of... This is how cool Ferris is. So last year, we had this boneheaded idea of doing an awards show. And we just... At the last minute, we decided to cancel it. Mm-hmm. And when we told Catholic Answers that... Because, obviously, we can't, award Best Apologist with Joe Heschmeyer sitting right there. That's just unfair.
Yeah.
So... But, hey... I only came in year one because Kyle kept emailing me. That is actually a true story. That is actually a true story. Yes. But it's like, hey, Catholic Answers, we want you to select who's going to be there. And they said, is Ferris going to be there? We said no. And they said, then we're not awarding it to anybody. And it was just like, hey, all
if
right.
That's not a call for y'all to step up your game, I don't know what is. I'm just kidding.
But
yeah, that was we made the right decision there pretty last minute to avoid the cringe.
Yep. But, nothing like the little guy patting himself on the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we were going to have a best conference award and give it to ourselves. It was weird. No, I'm just kidding. We wouldn't have done that. We wouldn't have qualified for any of our own awards. That's kind of...
actually, yeah.
That's kind of how this whole thing has gone. Yeah. It is weird. It is weird. Like you were saying earlier about the different value that people get from it. And like you had mentioned, some people, what they took away from it last year was oh, you know what? If I'm going to do this, I should take it really seriously. And it's like, we should take a step back, which seems counterintuitive, right? But like one of the big things that we've tried to really frame is like, if you're doing this work of creating content as a Catholic, then it should be more than just like a neat thing you do. It should be a mission. And if you take that seriously, the fruit of it is a lot better. And the few people that have stepped back and then stepped back in, like you had said, have done amazing stuff. Like I think of Luke, Mother Loving Christian, like his recent shorts have just been killing it. He's been doing really good. And I know he kind of stepped back for a little bit to reevaluate, and then just now he's going full throttle. Right. But that's like one of the things that you almost wouldn't expect to be valuable. Like, hey, I came to that conference and then I decided to like quit for a little bit. But sometimes that's exactly what needs to happen, right? So that you can take stock and make sure you're really doing this work for the right reasons. But then there's other people who came and it was like just the boost they needed to then get home and keep going, keep doing good stuff, right, and grow and make bigger content. And just like to have fellowship with people who are in the same mission field as you, I think is really important, right? So it's cool. It's cool. It's also fun to take over downtown Steubenville. That being said, I'll be glad that we don't have like an official day of programming there again, because it was hot.
Yeah, if y'all want to take over downtown Steubenville, you go
on your
right
own
ahead.
Time, dog. Yeah, I'm sure in the evenings people are going to shuttle down there, like catch a ride and go to the cigar lounge, go hang out.
Sure,
but
yeah. Although Mike Pantile, don't want to stay out too late because he's going to be leading like prison yard workouts in the morning before mass.
That's really cool. Are you going to go to those?
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to because it was my idea.
Someone's got to film that. Just you though. You and I will go, and we won't film anyone else, but we should, because it'll be embarrassing. It'll be funny. At least for me. I mean, I'll speak for myself. I would get wrecked.
I mean, I already did a lot of push-ups while getting yelled at once in my life.
Yeah, I don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Lepanto, you're right. There. We did forget to take a group picture last year.
Yeah, that's something that I'm actually going to put on the calendar, because actually, legit,
needs to be in the schedule.
It was on the schedule for the first year. It was not on the schedule the second year, which was a mistake.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah.
Sam's over there saying, I would have made so many Dundee's jokes. That's exactly the vibe we were going for, actually.
That's true. So. That's true. It wasn't gonna be like this uber serious thing, but it still would have been kind of cringe, I think. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of the Dundees, is it was super cringe in hindsight. Like, that's what made that scene funny in The Office, is that it was ridiculous and cringe.
Why we're still talking about it?
I don't know.
No, I said it's why we're still talking about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I keep falling down in this chair, so like been on a slow like journey, just like.
No, guys, it's true that he is the shortest Catholic content creator. I'm much taller than Kyle. Don't believe the propaganda that tells you otherwise.
Dude, Drew, you're what, a solid like what, 5'9"?
Not even, dude. I'm 5'7".
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm only 5'2", so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so. we have a lot of short kings at the conference. That's always fun, is when you meet someone that you haven't met in person and you're like, oh. It goes both directions, though. There's some people that were way taller than I would have thought. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Actually, the very first words that Braden, the catechumen, ever said to me when he met me for the first time, not hello, not great to meet you, not, man, it's about time, or anything like that. He just walks up to me unannounced and goes, huh, you're shorter than I thought. I'm going to have to text my wife about that. That was what he said. That's what he opened with.
Kind of like the first time I met Adrian Lawson from Sips with Sarah, the first words out of my mouth were, you're the exact height that I expected you to be.
That's almost more offensive, actually. That's like worse.
And he was like, what are you saying? I give off short vibes? Like, he's like, what?
Hey, be careful, though. Napoleon was short, and I feel like Adrian gives off that vibe. I wouldn't want to make him mad.
Yeah.
He's the quiet type. He'd be ruthless.
Yeah, Braden was much taller than I expected him to be.
Yes, that's true. That's
also,
very much true.
I totally, I made it into that rap video that he made, and I did not know that whenever they walked up to me, that's what he was doing.
No, nobody knew.
And it was just like, because I'm just kind of like smiling and vibing there, and I'm just like, what's going on? And like I see Lepanto there with the camera just like shoving it in my face, and I'm just like, what is happening here?
I've got that short
next thing
man
you know,
complex.
I'm in a rap music video.
That was neat. That now in hindsight, it makes sense why every time I saw him, he was just ripping bars from his song. I was like,
right,
okay. Low budget music videos in Steubenville cigar lounges. That's what we do at this conference.
Like
it was cool
bad.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
what else?
Oh, I think next year at Seek we're going to be doing a booth, and Enoch is going to produce a rap album at Seek, and he's going to have random attendees come up and spit bars. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
So
yeah.
Anyway,
you and I should not attempt that. We should not attempt that. I probably will attempt that if I'm there. I used to freestyle rap in college. Not like professionally, not like well, but like me and my friends, we would because we lived in Phoenix. So you were there recently. Everywhere in Phoenix.
On from the rap conversation before one of us takes this too far.
Oh, I was just gonna say we freestyle rapped in the car and it was cringe. That was the story. That's it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's
cool.
It. No, it wasn't serious at all. We would just if you have a 45-minute drive, it's like, let's all just embarrass ourselves. But
yeah,
occasionally though, you rip off a couple lines and you're like, oh, that was actually kind of good, and then immediately dig yourself into the ground with the next thing you say. It's hard. It's really hard to freestyle.
Yeah. That reminds me of a few shorts that I saw. But anyway.
We probably got to be careful. We're going to start to get to that territory that we used to get into. We'd get to like the 2-hour mark in a stream, and then all bets were off, and like inflammatory memes come up on the screen. We start inviting random guests from the chat on. We got to avoid those old habits. We're professionals now.
Post the invite link in the...
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's okay. I'm only going to put it in announcements.
No.
No. Okay. Do we have anything else pressing? Is there anything else?
Danny's ripping those bars in the comment section. That's pretty pressing.
What does that mean?
I mean, he's freestyle rapping in the comment section.
It's about to drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. That can't be original. So what would the weather be like? Oh, the weather is going to be much nicer than it would be in July.
Yeah, it's true. It won't be as hot. It was hot, dude.
It was very hot.
Yeah, I remember like Steven and I were setting up those studios the day before and just roasting too, because like we had to... This is fun lore. Anyone who used the Catholic TV studio last year on day one of the conference... or if you saw Deuterocomical's interview with Religious Hippie, it was filmed in that studio. There's AC in that studio when you guys used it. Not when we set it up. They had to install an AC unit for us to use that room. It's crazy. So Steven and Rob were installing that. And then we had to set up a whole studio like alongside that. It was like 1,000 degrees in there. And that whole room is like not sound treated. So we literally stapled sound blankets to the wall and the ceiling everywhere. Like 20 hours before anyone got there. That's what we were doing. Everyone else is packing their bags like, oh, I'm going to have so much fun. And we're stapling sound blankets to like a derelict building wall and putting an AC unit in.
There's like
no, it's really nice. Now it's like someone's office. But then it was stripped down. Yeah.
Thankfully, one of our business partners that helps us organize the conference also owned that building. So
that worked. That worked well. I have to say, though, of all the studios, I think the one that you're in currently was probably my favorite. That one was sweet. Came out really well.
All the stone walls. And...
Yeah, that was nice. That was really good. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So here's what's going to happen. Okay, sorry. I'm doing this as like I'm recording a short too. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to procrastinate. You're not going to buy a ticket. And then about a month before the conference starts, it's going to get all crazy and everybody's going to be announcing that they're excited about it. And you're not going to have a ticket. And then you're going to want one. And then we're sold out. And then you're just going to be sad. So do you not want that to be you? Guess what? You should probably apply today and buy a ticket soon.
Yeah.
All right.
And we have split payments this year, which is what everyone has opted to do, which is, I guess, verification that was a good idea. So you don't even have to pay for it all at once. You can pay
Half
for
now,
the
half
first,
later.
like half now, get the early bird price, and then the next payment is like 3 months from now. So
That should also probably end next month too, so that way we're not still getting paid after the conference.
yeah, no, in the terms you have to have it paid in full before you show up.
Yeah. So
Way ahead of you. Now we're having business conversations on a live stream. That's fun.
all right, cool.
Cool.
Well, it is 6:20 where I am. My wife is alone with our children, so I'm going to sign off. But before I do that, do you have any final questions, final remarks?
No, that's pretty much it, man. I feel like we are rusty. You and I have not streamed in so long. This was brutal. So thank you for watching us suffer.
Thank you for sticking to the end.
Oh man.
So if I were a good friend, I would stick here and I would make sure that Drew was able to, just send this home. But
I knew he was going to do it. How did I know he was going to do that? I was like, Kyle's not going to actually end the stream with me. He is just going to drop off. It's okay. When you've been friends with Kyle for almost 4 years, you learn a lot of things about a person. One of those is that there's only 2 ways that he ends a live stream. He either does that, he drops off early and puts all the impetus on you to make sure people go to CatholicCreatorConference.com and apply and buy their tickets, or he just